Have you ever felt lost? Not the kind of lost where you misplace your keys or your phone. A deeper kind of lost. A lost that takes the ground from under your feet. A lost that makes you look around and no longer recognize anything, not the street, not the people, not the mirror. Sometimes life is like a storm that comes without warning, that arrives with strong winds that knock down what was standing, that brings heavy rains that soak the soul, that brings lightning and thunder that frighten the heart. Everything seems to crumble around us. The certainties we built with so much effort collapse. The dreams we nurtured for years fall apart. The people we trusted drift away or disappoint. We lose hope, not overnight, little by little, like a light that slowly goes out. One day it's weak, the next day weaker, until one day you look and see no brightness at all. Only darkness. We walk in darkness. Not that physical darkness of turning off the bedroom light. A darkness inside us. A thick fog that scrambles thoughts. A weight that won't let us lift our heads. A silence that bothers more than any noise. But today, I want to tell you that this is the sign you've been waiting for. It's not a coincidence that you're here. It's not chance. It's not the algorithm. It's a sign prepared for you. With your name, with your pain, with your story. You know, many times we find ourselves in situations that seem to have no way out. Because the exit exists, but we don't see it. The door is right there, but we're looking at the wall. The light is on, but we're facing away. The exit is real, but hopelessness blinds. The pain that isn't just physical, it's of the soul. It's the pain of a word that wasn't said, of a hug that didn't come, of an opportunity that was lost, of a love that is gone, of a longing that won't pass. Fear of tomorrow, fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of not being enough, fear of losing the little that remains, fear of trying and failing again, fear of being alone, fear of not being loved. Loneliness, not the loneliness of being physically alone, a loneliness that accompanies you even in the midst of a crowd, in the middle of a party, in the middle of a family lunch, in the middle of an office full of people. You smile, talk, participate, but inside, you are alone, as if there were an invisible glass between you and the rest of the world. Moments when we feel there's nothing left to do, that we've tried everything, that we've prayed every way, that we've asked for help from every side, and nothing changed. And the silence continues, and the problem continues, and the pain continues. Have you ever felt this way? I bet you have, because this is more common than we imagine. It's not weakness. It's exhaustion. It's overload. It's human. It's a heavy load, isn't it? As if you're carrying a backpack full of stones. Each problem is a stone. Each fear is a stone. Each hurt is a stone. And the backpack only gets heavier. And you keep walking until your shoulders hurt, your back burns, your feet drag. And you think, I can't take it anymore. An anguish that tightens your heart. Really tightens. It's not a figure of speech. It's a physical tightness. And not in the chest. Shortness of breath. A feeling that your chest will explode. That your heart will stop. That life will end right there. And it takes your breath away. You try to breathe deeply, but you can't. The air goes in, but it doesn't relieve. Your chest rises and falls, but peace doesn't come. It's as if an invisible giant is sitting on your chest. But it is precisely in these moments of tightness, of exhaustion, of darkness that God has a plan for you. It sounds contradictory, doesn't it? In the moment you're at rock bottom, God has a plan. In the moment you've already given up, God is still working. In the moment you see no way out, God is already opening a door. Look at your life. You don't need to look with pride. You don't need to look with shame. Look with honesty. Look at the struggles you face. The ones that are right in your face, the ones you can't hide, and the ones that are hidden, that no one knows, that you keep to yourself. Sometimes we lose faith. Not our small faith, the kind we lose and recover on Sunday. A great faith. The faith that moved mountains. The faith that worked miracles. The faith that said, I do not doubt. We lose that faith when the pain is too great, when the wait is too long, when the silence is too heavy. We believe there are no more answers, that God has fallen silent, that heaven is closed, that our prayers hit the ceiling and bounced back, that there's no point in asking anymore because no one is listening, that we are alone. That's the worst feeling. The feeling that there's no one by your side. That you entered a dark alley and everyone who was with you stayed behind. That you are the only one who didn't receive the manual for life. That everyone else succeeds except you. But I want you to know that God has never abandoned you. Never. Not yesterday. Not today. Not tomorrow. On the nights you cried alone, He was there. On the days you wanted to give up, He was there. In the hours you doubted, He was there. Not as a judge with crossed arms, as a father with open arms. He is by your side, even when you can't perceive it. Sometimes we don't perceive it because the pain is too great. Pain numbs the senses. Pain blocks perception. Pain makes us not feel what is right there in front of us. But He is there. Even if you don't feel Him. Even if you doubt. Even if you shout at Him. He stays. He knows every tear you shed. He doesn't watch from afar. He doesn't count like someone making statistics. He knows. He feels. He cares. Every tear has a story. Every tear has a name. Every tear is precious to Him. Every pain you feel. That pain in your chest that comes from nowhere. That pain from a bad memory. That pain from a frustrated expectation. That pain from a betrayal. That pain from an irreparable loss. He knows each one, and He wants to heal each one. And the message I bring to you today is one of hope. It's not an empty, canned, cheap self-help hope. It's a hope that comes from above. It's a hope that has been tested in the fire. It's a hope that saw the worst and still believed. It's a reminder that, even in darkness, there are signs of God's presence. Darkness does not mean absence. Darkness does not mean abandonment. Darkness means the light hasn't appeared yet. But it will appear. And it often appears through small signs. Hot coffee that still has taste. A message from a friend that arrives at just the right time. A beautiful sunset. Sleep that comes after a night of crying. A song that plays on the radio and seems like it was written for you. They are signs. God is there, in those small details, saying, I haven't left. I am here. Today could be one of those signs. This message, this voice, these words, it could be the light entering your life, bringing clarity to your doubts. Not a light that resolves all doubts at once, A light that shows you the next step. Just the next step. Because the next step is already enough. The answer you've been waiting for. Maybe it's not the complete answer. Maybe it's not the answer you wanted. But it is an answer. It's an I am here. It's an I am still in control. It's a you are not alone. God is acting now, friend. Not tomorrow. Not later. Now. As you read these words. As your heart speeds up or calms down. As your mind processes each sentence. He is acting. He is hearing your silent prayer. That prayer you couldn't even pray properly. That prayer that came out as a groan. That prayer you prayed with eyes full of tears. That prayer you didn't even dare to begin. He heard every syllable of your silence. That cry you can't express in words. When the pain is so great that words flee. When anguish is so strong that your mouth can't form sentences. When all that comes out is a sigh, a choked sob, a repeated "oh my God." He understands. He translates. He welcomes. He is answering your call. Not the way you expect, perhaps. Not in the time you want, probably. But he is answering. The answer may come as peace, where you expected a solution. The answer may come as strength, where you expected a miracle. The answer may come as an invisible hug, where you expected an external change. To your despair, to your exhaustion, to your search for answers. He does not ignore. He does not turn his face. He does not think you're annoying or dramatic. He welcomes you, and he answers. Do not underestimate what he can do. We have a terrible habit of diminishing God, putting him in a box, saying, up to here God can, but beyond that, no. God can heal a cold, but cancer is too much. God can find a job, but saving a marriage on the brink, that's impossible. The impossible is his specialty. It's the house specialty. It's what he loves to do most. Taking what has no solution and solving it. Taking what is dead and raising it. Taking what is lost and finding it. The impossible is God's playground. So I invite you to close your eyes for a moment. If you're driving, don't close them. If you're working, just focus inward. But if you can, close them. Turn down the noise outside a little. Focus on your heart. Take a deep breath. Breathe and pull the air in slowly, as if you were pulling in a new chance. Fill your lungs, hold for a second, and release slowly, as if you were letting go of all the weight, all the worry, all the anguish. Breathe again. Breathe in now. Think of peace entering. Release. Think of fear leaving. One more time. Breathe in. Release. Feel the presence of God. You don't need to imagine a bright light or a deep voice. It could be just a different silence. A calm that wasn't there before. A small but real relief. It's his presence. Let us cry out together for this divine intervention. It's not a weak request. It's a cry. It's a shout from someone who is at the bottom but refuses to stay there. It's a declaration of war against despair. It's an act of faith. Let us cry out together for healing. Healing for the tired body. Healing for the sick mind. Healing for the wounded spirit. Healing for broken relationships. Healing for dead dreams. Healing for faded hope. For strength. Strength to carry on. Strength not to give up. Strength to take the next step. Strength to believe one more day. Strength to hold God's hand and not let go. For direction. Direction when you are lost. Direction when all paths seem wrong. Direction when the map has disappeared. Direction when the soul's GPS isn't working. Show the way, Lord, one step at a time, but show it. Lord, I come into your presence now, not with beautiful words, not with merits, with what I have: a tired heart, a thirsty soul, a tiny faith. For those who are lost, including me, who feel alone and helpless, I cry out to you. Not just any cry. A cry from someone who has tried everything and only you are left. A cry from someone who is at their limit. A cry from someone who needs a sign. Bring comfort. Comfort for sleepless nights. Comfort for gray days. Comfort for tears that won't stop. Comfort for the emptiness that nothing in this world can fill. Bring peace. Not a peace that denies the war. A peace that wins the war. A peace that calms the heart even with a problem still there. A peace that lets us sleep soundly even with a storm outside. Renew hope in every anguished heart. Remove the veil of despair. Relight the flame that went out. Breathe your encouragement where there is only discouragement. Make us believe again. Make us dream again. Make us try again. Show each one of us that you are the God of the impossible. Show it not with a spectacle. Show it in real life. In the problem that gets solved. In the health that returns. In the love that reconciles. In the door that opens. Show that what we called hopeless has hope with you, and that there is always a sign of your grace in our lives. Always. Not only on good days. On bad days too. In the bill that got paid at the end of the month. In the strength that showed up for one more day. In the word that arrived at just the right time. In this text. In this prayer. In this moment. Amen. Now, friend, keep your eyes closed for a few more seconds. Just breathe. Feel your heart. Is it different? A little lighter? A little warmer? A little more hopeful? That is the sign. If you felt this in your heart, this touch, this peace, this hope, I want you to write Amen in the comments. Not for the algorithm. Not for me. It's a commitment. A commitment between you and God. A seal. A declaration. I received the sign. I believe. I will follow. Let this be a commitment between you and God. Not a heavy commitment, full of rules and obligations. A commitment of trust. And I trust in you even without understanding. And I place it in your hands because mine can no longer bear it. Because this sign is real. It's not from your imagination. It's not psychological. It's real. God sent it at the right time for you. And He is with you every step of the way. On the right step and the wrong step. On the firm step and the trembling step. On the step of faith and the step of doubt. He is there. We are together on this journey of faith. You are not alone. I am not alone. Thousands of people listening to this right now are not alone either. We are a multitude,